High consumption of fat, or of the combination of fat and carbs, causes obesity, heart disease, and other health problems. Talked about that a lot. You've read about it a lot. However, the different types of fat have very different effects on your health. So, here's a survey of the different fat categories and their effects. Monounsaturated fat is first on the list. This type of fat prevents heart disease and circulatory disease in moderate amounts. Omega-6 polyunsaturated fat is next on the list. Now this fat type prevents heart disease if you do not consume too much. However, it causes inflammatory reactions. This type of reactions are benign when they are moderate, and when they are provoked, they fight disease. But a constant high inflammatory response is dangerous and can cause rheumatism, heart trouble, and cancer. A very high consumption of this type of fat is therefore very dangerous. Moderation. Omega-3 polyunsaturated fat. See, this type of fat prevents heart disease and reduces inflammatory reactions in moderate amounts. Therefore, it also reduces the risk of cancer, intestinal inflammations, and rheumatism. Omega-9 polyunsaturated fat. Now, this type of fat also prevents heart disease and reduces inflammatory reactions in moderate amounts. Therefore, it reduces the risk of cancer, intestinal inflammations, and rheumatism. Remember, I said in moderate amounts? And then there's saturated fats. This type of fat is probably not dangerous in small amounts. In higher amounts, saturated fat gives high cholesterol levels. Therefore, it causes clogging of blood vessels, causes coronary heart disease, and so forth and so on. You've heard the list many times. Okay, let's talk about cholesterol. Cholesterol is a fat. It's a compound found in the food, but also synthesized from saturated fat by the body. High intake of saturated fat or of cholesterol itself therefore elevates the cholesterol level in the body. Cholesterol is a necessary compound, however, but like many other things, in higher amounts, it can cause clogging of blood vessels, causes coronary heart disease, and increases the risk of harming other organs in the body. Now let's talk about trans fat. This type of fat is produced by chemical processing to yield specific mechanical properties. Margarine often contains this type of fat. This type of fat is dangerous and is probably a casual component for heart disease and cancer. There is, however, one exception. Some amount of fat containing the trans acid, conjugated acid, seem to be beneficial for the skin health, for your skin health, and may help reduce weight. This conjugated acid is found in milk and butter.